But yeah, who cares? Okay, there you go. Now I'm gonna do another run of this thing.
Fuck, why can't you make something that makes sense?
Nah, it doesn't make sense. It won't make sense. Like, I could say BioShock 1 makes sense, but Infinite has a story that when you have played the game enough, you kind of see it makes a bit of sense, but not really. Not at all. Not really a lot of sense. Yeah, here I can save like 10 seconds. I can sub 6 on the first split if I go fast. That is. Yeah, there you go.
Well, that's what. Yeah, go fast.
Go fast and you will get it. But yeah, like, I'm just doing this like as a pre-warm because then I'm gonna do something else. I'm gonna even do Infinite after this, like a run of the game instead of the DLC, just like this sort.
1958, December 31st.
Yeah, that's actually before the events of BioShock 1. Like 2 years before the events of BioShock 1. But in the same place, of course.
Esa chica está muerta.
¿La conoces?
Se ven docenas como ella en los muelles o en los tugurios de la Plaza Apolo, con los sitios de beneficencia.
Except in this DLC, actually Atlas is alive, and in BioShock 1, Atlas isn't alive. Just Fontaine makes you think he's Atlas, but Atlas is dead.
No te sigo.
Algo me dice que lo harás.
Just won't make sense at all, but okay. Ver que sabe Elizabeth de Sally. Well, you don't even get to know what Elizabeth knows about Sally because you just run and skip the whole thing, like the dialogues.
Fontaine is Atlas?
Fontaine is Atlas. Well, he isn't Atlas actually. Atlas is another guy. But what Fontaine does is kill Atlas, and he just makes you think he's Atlas.
Oh.
With like with these radio messages, even though like the guy is dead. But actually in episode 2 of the DLC, Atlas is alive and he's the guy that controls you. And he's not Fontaine, it's Atlas. That one is Atlas, not Fontaine.
¿A dónde vamos?
¿Cuándo fue la última vez que viste a Sally?
¿Qué?
Te la arrebataron, ¿verdad?
¿Cómo sabes eso?
La cogieron.
I like how
en el cerco. Estabas jugando y...
Desapareció.
¿Y?
No, doesn't make any sense now.
Dice que apareció flotando.
Actually, you can see he isn't Atlas. Doesn't have the same face and shit.
Este mundo valora a los niños,
Yeah.
no la infancia.
He didn't get he didn't get surgery to be Fontaine. He has a different face, so no.
Señor de Witt, ¿estás bien?
Elizabeth's pinky.
Solo que a veces
But
me
anyway,
traen
it
estos
doesn't make any
vaídos.
sense.
Se me pasará.
Okay. Oh, you see this guy here?
Estamos bien, gracias.
Come on. Le temps perdu. I love how the things in this are in French. Some of the things are in French. Some of the things are in English.
¿Qué tiene que ver ese lunático
Because it
con Sally?
makes sense to have some stuff in French. Because it's an old place.
¿A qué empresa?
Investigaciones de Witt.
You see that
Señor
thing?
Cohen no se mezcla con detectives privados.
Doesn't make any sense.
Se han enviado máscaras de invitación a artistas.
It's like,
But people apparently can understand each other.
yeah.
No se entra.
Será estirado el tipo.
Esas máscaras de invitación deben de haber
No.
a los artistas locales.
Kind
Well,
of
I
like this.
even if I was a friend of Steinman, I wouldn't let that guy do anything to me. No. Why
Supongo
would
que
you?
podemos empezar en esos comercios.
Fuck. Fuck you, come on.
Las invitaciones
What did I even do? I was pressing the wrong button.
Nadie nos va a dar una
Oh.
porque sí.
¿Crees que puedes distraer al dueño de la tienda?
Why could you let the stain man
Busca la máscara.
do a
Deja las
surgery
distracciones para
to you?
¿Qué te trajo a Artur?
uno.
That guy's just gonna kill you.
No me perdone. La señora tiene unas preguntas que hacerle.
Por supuesto.
Me interesa esta joya.
There you go. Also, today I realized you don't even have to enter those things. You're supposed to enter the sub when the guy is not looking
¿Has visto el bomboncito
and
con el que he entrado?
look for
Bueno,
something.
pues
But
trátala
you
como a una
can
reina,
just
amigo, y te
skip the
compensaré
whole
por
thing
ello.
and actually not look for anything in the first two subs, and then just go to the third sub and get the mask, which is what you are looking for. Because it's always going to be in the last one.
Para dejar atrás esa máscara.
Logic of video games.
Amigo, ¿quieres ayudar a la damita?
Sí, por supuesto.
And the guy's just like, yeah, I'm gonna let that open so you can go and... Yeah, there you go. Now I know how where to go, at least.
And this time won't forget where event is.
Come on. I say the second!
Has encontrado esa máscara.
I wasn't really good because of that menu in
En su función.
that I did. But yeah, fuck this game. I love how
¿Quién es ese tal
Pepo is
Cohen?
just explaining to me in
¿Algún
Spanish,
personaje de
and
Lampa?
you probably are like getting a
Es
thing.
un artista.
Un artista que se
I
La musa de Cohen
like
es un poco más
I'm
variada.
understanding
Conozco a los de su
70% of the
calaña.
words,
Se
but
les
certain
mete una
words
idea en
I'm
la
not
cabeza y se acabó
understanding.
la conversación. No importa.
Plus the fact that I don't know anything about the story.
Well, actually, yeah, Atlas is the leader of a band. Like they just want to like be the leaders of Ratchet. Like they just want to
Apparently
lead
a
them.
contraband.
Yeah. They are like that. Yeah, all they want is Rapture to be on their hands. Typical, you know. But Ryan is the guy that controls the thing. But the thing is, even though Ryan can control shit, in BioShock 1 he just lets you kill him and everything's pretty much done for him. And then you see Fontaine is just playing with you. And it's like, okay. I'm not Atlas, I'm Fontaine now. Nailed it. Yeah, I know.
Me llamo DeWitt.
But what if he was just trying to be someone he wasn't though?
He is trying to be someone he wasn't. That's the thing. Like, it's like Ryan in episode 2. Suchong is, well, Dr. Suchong is a guy that, well, he's a doctor of Rapture, but the thing is, Ryan is trying to mess with you. So,
No es verdad.
Suchong is talking to you, but he isn't. It's Ryan talking to you. You see it later during the DLC. Yeah, Cohen is the best character in this. Like the best character, like the one that I like the most in the series is Cohen, for some reason, because he's just so crazy.
It's always the crazy ones that are the most entertaining.
Yeah, and actually this one is really like how he talks and what he says to you. It's just like right now he wants you to dance in BioShock 1. He wants you to kill his friends to make his masterpiece. You just have to take photographs of their corpses, and
Pedazo de hijo de...
Señor DeWitt,
put them in a statue,
Baila.
and that's his masterpiece. Makes a lot of sense.
Me estremezco al pensar con qué más
Yeah.
quiere que le paguemos.
But yeah, he's an artist, you know. Like, he wants perfection, and for him, that is perfection. People that have betrayed him, you
¿Qué
just
crees que hacen
Dios.
los clientes de Cohen con las niñas?
kill them. And
¿Acaso
Veces. Pero estos tipos carecen del capital de
also,
trabajo Ryan.
you said
un
Fontaine.
alivio?
Ya has visto a
That
esas
you
sisters,
is in the name.
¿estás segura? Pero si
You know that, but yeah,
hubiera,
you.
yo lo habría sabido.
¿Cómo?
Porque lo veo
Hey, dolor.
It's actually Fontaine. Like, they didn't put Fontaine because,
No sé
well,
qué hacer contigo,
it could,
de
they could have, if they could have put Fontaine in the name,
Escucha, no se
they
te-
could have actually dubbed the name into Spanish, and that could have been weird because that they could have put the name in Spanish, and that was no. Yeah, they could have just put Fuente in Spanish in the name. That could be hilarious to see because well,
Yeah, but it's not fountain.
no, it's Fontaine. It's Fontaine. Actually, you say fon, no found. You say Fontaine. Doesn't really matter, but it seems like kind of a French name anyway.
Exactly. And that's why it's just by the way that it's written, Fontaine.
Fontaine.
Señor DeWitt. ¿Estás
Or probably be Fontaine.
Fontaine, yeah.
soñaba si repetías el nombre
But
de
they just try to like exaggerate how they pronounce it, and they say Fontaine.
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 Also, I really like Cohen's voice in Spanish. Like, it's the only voice that I really like in the series. And well, Fontaine, or well, Atlas has a good voice and Cohen has a good voice, but most of the voices are just shit. I don't know why they just, I don't know. Like when they first released the DLCs,
Los almacenes Fontaine. Ryan los hundió hasta el fondo.
Pero ahora son una prisión. ¿Por qué
when
no
they first
hablan
released the
de Cohen?
DLCs, they were in English, and then they updated them, and they put the dub into Spanish. Good thing they didn't do it with episode 2. Episode 2 is still in English, and I want it to be in English. Voices aren't good in Spanish.
¿Cuántas personas se
They've
supone que Ryan tiene encerradas en ese lugar?
They
Las
didn't
suficientes. Fontaine
do a
había
really good
reunido
job
algo
with
parecido a un
this
ejército.
one,
Ahora están
with
ahí
episode
abajo
1.
recombinados y como
Only
soldás.
Cohen has a good
Muy bien,
voice.
hay un muelle ahí delante.
Yeah, but he also has La locura de
Hay que ser un
cristal.
hijo de puta muy frío para hacerle esto a alguien vivo.
¿Qué es
I,
eso?
you know,
Un panteón
can't speak
marino.
Spanish very
¿Has
well.
leído tu contrato?
La
de
locura
presión
del
con Ryan
cristal.
Masters? A perpetuidad.
Yes.
Estamos
La
todos
locura del
enamorados.
cristal.
How was if I knew like the whole thing, I could try to do like. Well, actually, Cortex voice is nice in Spanish.
No te
One of the
confíes,
exceptions
abre
of
bien
the
los ojos.
dub in Spanish of Crash Games.
Dime,
Cortex
Booker,
has a good voice.
que me llames Booker.
Si no te importa, vamos a dejarlo en señor DeWitt.
Nos irá bien.
¿Un gancho aéreo?
¿Gancho aéreo? ¿El garfio neumático? Los chavales lo usan para ir por los carriles neumáticos.
¿Un neumático?
I could probably replicate it though.
No importa.
The entire
Fuck.
thing in Spanish if I knew the words.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't remember the words.
I don't. Or no, I've never actually listened to it. All I know is La locura de cristal. Del cristal.
I actually
Can't-
do remember a bit, but I have to remember the whole the cutscene.
Supongo
And
que
I
el
haven't played
51.
Twin Sanity in a while.
El 48.
Es una gran diferencia.
El tiempo. La vida que llevaba antes. Todo se
Well,
vuelve borroso.
they didn't do it in Xbox. It isn't in Spanish in Xbox. it is in English,
Maldición.
and I really like that.
Estate atenta por si aparecen más splitters. Nos pueden hacer cosas peores.
I like how there's snow everywhere. Yeah, it actually snowed a few days ago, and the snow has not gone away.
Oh,
No tuvo problemas en congelarse antes. Un camino para él.
it doesn't snow in here. Not really.
Serás persuasivo.
I know it doesn't really snow that much in Europe, and with the exception of a few
Una
places.
pista de hielo.
Well, actually here, unless in
La última planta.
Pues a subir.
for the Basque people, it actually does snow quite a bit sometimes, but most likely the whole north gets a lot of snow.
Just because somebody has the same voice, and just because they have the same voice does not necessarily mean they're the same person.
Nuestro helado amigo deja un buen rastro.
Voices are very tricky. Just because SpongeBob and Spyro have the same voice does not make them the same character. Even if they're in the same game.
If they made that with the voices, they just made that to make you think they are the same person, but they aren't the same person.
BioShock doesn't make any sense. Don't try to make sense of it. The haberdashery.
I don't know, they just made up some... There you go, that's the escape again. And I'm gonna save some time. Even though I didn't get it really fast in the first run, I got it like instantly, almost. Just did some jumps and got it.
Well, the question is do they have the same voice in English?
No, they don't. And they don't have the same voice in BioShock 1. So, yeah, that's what makes you think things. Like, they didn't put the same voice actor because they aren't supposed to be the same person. They are supposed to be two different persons. One of them wants to be better than the other, but thing is, one of them wants to just make you think he's the other. Something like that.
Because fuck logic.
Yeah, actually, well, like what they explain in the episode 2 of the DLC is the good you kindly thing, and Fontaine wants to control you, and everything starts with Atlas. So yeah, good you kindly. Atlas just tries to like make you do things, and you do everything he does tell you. You do everything until Tenenbaum helps you. That's all.
Cohen está a medio camino de Splicerlandia. Pensaría que meter a una chica en prisión es arte supremo.
Cuanto antes la encontremos, mejor.
It's dark.
Oh.
¡Sally! ¡Sal de ahí!
No consigo verla.
There you go. Hey, please.
¿Qué haces?
Es un plano del sistema de ventilación. Muestra más respiraderos como estos en Crónica. La librería.
¿Y?
Sí, está ahí dentro. Solo hay 6 respiraderos por los que puedes salir. Y ahora 5.
But yeah, actually, you can see Atlas and Fontaine. They have like
Si los cerramos, la
close
tendrá que ser
voice
por la
acting,
salida
but
de humo
it isn't
central.
the same.
Es la única manera.
¿Acaso quieres quemarla viva?
No, solo acalorarla
Yeah,
para
but you also
hacerla
have to
Podemos hacer eso.
dive
Pero
even
hacemos
deeper into
nosotros. Volverá a encontrar un splitter.
you have to dive deeper. Like you have to check personalities,
Respiraderos.
which they could have similar personalities. You can dive into motives. You can dive into word choice. Which a lot of, well, the last part you can't exactly get into if you want to. Usually with dubs, you can't exactly go into that unless it's a really good dub.
I love how even in any of the copies of the game, when you go close to a vending machine, it's gonna say muchas gracias all the time.
Just gracias.
Yeah. With a Mexican voice.
Muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias, señor. He says
Señor.
that. He says that. Muchas gracias, amigo. He also says that sometimes.
Gracias, amigo. La puta madre.
Muchas gracias, señor.
Señores.
Well, actually, I think if they wanted to make similar voices, they probably put the same actor to do the voices. The same voice. But
That would
different.
actually, unless the voice actor is really good, that's actually a bad thing to do. The best thing to do would be to take two people with similar voices and do the same voice.
Yeah, maybe they just like fucked up a bit. But yeah.
Well, actually, it would be like half and half, because if you do that, then they would have to pay people more because there's more people. But at the same time, it would create a much different effect, where two people that sound very similar do the same voice, so the voices are very similar, but to somebody who is used to listening to voices and knows voice acting and can hear little hints of people's voices to get at their main voice, you can tell they're different. But the majority of people will think they're the exact same person. That would make a much better effect on the audience.
I don't even know what they did. That just doesn't make sense.
Well, according to Tio, it's like fucking it's the same voice actor.
Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah.
Yeah, that is what he said.
¿Y la salida de humos?
Ni reembolsos, ni revoluciones. Oh, okay. Never mind.
Were you just trying to sound Mexican?
Yeah, that's what the vending machine said.
Except for the fact that
You
that
didn't
one,
actually. What?
yeah, thingy.
Oh, I couldn't
Nada por el otro lado.
hit the trigger
¿Cómo
because
diablos está?
shit, the guy was in my way.
I don't think that's the last one though,
Aúpame un poco.
or is it?
Oh fuck my life, dude! That was the last. Yeah, that is the last. I'm always just forgetting to split because I'm just talking.
Ripping peaches.
¿Por qué tardas tanto? ¡Vamos!
Lo estoy intentando. Dame un segundo. Bueno, al menos no pareces muy tonto.
Habla por ti.
Anyway, I don't think this is going to PB, and if it's going to PB, it's going to be really, really close.
Muy bien, comprobaré la salida de
Because,
dicks.
yeah.
Cargando.
Ni rastro de ella. Parece que tendremos que encender el termostato.
That fuel when loading.
Es por ahí.
Oh yeah. You know, I found out something the other day, which has
What?
nothing to do with anything that you really know. I found out that Sonic Adventure 1, Sonic Adventure 2 on the Dreamcast load faster than Sonic Heroes on GameCube.
Maldito
Oh. Nice.
I'm not even joking. That is hilarious.
Esto no
Yeah.
funciona. Esto no funciona. Apaga eso.
Oh man, Thanksgiving is in 6 days. Holy shit.
No Thanksgiving for us Spanish people.
You guys get the same fucking thing on Christmas, during Christmas anyways. You guys get Christmas dinner.
Sally,
Oh yeah.
venga.
We specifically is in my family. We don't get.
Ven aquí ahora mismo. Sally. No.
Nah, I'm not gonna PB with this. No, I don't think so.
No, because you were like 30 seconds faster. The last time. Why the fuck are there birds?
Ese. Vamos.
Go fly south. You're gonna fucking die. Fucking birds in November. Fucking squirrels in November. By the way, today is the very first day where I actually saw the asshole of a squirrel.
Muchas gracias.
It was fun.
What is this thing?
In before PB.
Yeah, I'm gonna PB. Never mind.
Which is funny because it was just that the fight took you less time.
Señor Tepuit, la cría.
Sally.
Yeah, there you go. By 40 seconds.